extreme.
This is just amazing to me because you and I were talking about this earlier this morning, Bo. I'm from the generation, I look at influencers, and my first thought is get a job. I mean, go get a job. Do this on the side, go get a job. You'll contribute to society. You're an influencer, big deal. But when you see something like this happen, how can you argue with a kid that says, I want to become an influencer? And yes, the magic in it is the fact that it's organic. But you got to put yourself in that position to have something happen organically. You know, you're not going to have an organic, something happen organically at the World Cup unless you're at the World Cup.
Yeah.
And unless you're on social media. Put yourself in a spot to get lucky. And so I've thought about this the last few days, and I've thought all these kids that I've thought were just like ne'er-do-wells, man. I mean, just like, get a job. Maybe they got it figured out. I mean, maybe that's what I ought to be doing is between now and the next World Cup, getting my game together, getting my act together, and we're going to go international.
You're already an influencer. You just need a social media account.
What I'm saying is,
you can be like Cal and anybody else. Cal does his own tweets and stuff, but you could be like a lot of these guys who somebody does it for you.
I can be the ghostwriter for.
Bart can start your account.
For Chuck's.
He could just be like, send me your photos and I'll capture them.
But it is unbelievable what has happened with some of these guys, and I've always scoffed at them.
It's not just Freddie, by the way.
I know.
There are all these people.
I know.
And it's just like genuine amazement and wonder at what they're seeing, and people are latching onto it.
Now it's all flash in the pan.
It almost kind of represents the best of us.
Well, it's flash in the pan. I mean, these guys have to have the knowledge that 6 months from now nobody's even going to remember them. But for right now, this is their moment, and so you better go get it.
The other side of this is how desperately we want to be entertained.
I guess so. Me too.
That's why you hear the term doom scrolling, and how you just get sucked down.
I guess that's right.
And when these platforms began, they were brilliant to prey on our need for entertainment. And then as users, now we have the user-generated content, right? So it used to be like you have television, you have radio, you have Paul Harvey, and we wanted desperately to be entertained, to tell me a story. And then we decided, well, now that we have social media, we can all create it ourselves.
It's all viable.
Entertain each other.
It's all viable. Even the old stuff's still viable. The new stuff's fascinating, though. I mean, for me, and more power to them, man. Go get them.
I think it's also summer, and everybody's dreaming of vacation. And you're seeing all these people go on social media and make these posts about these adventures.
That's the whole reason I got on social media, or as I say, Facebook, is to see people's vacation pictures. I mean, that's what gets you going. God, do I sound like my granddad or what?
No, it does.
I mean, holy cow.
I'm the same way. I love it.
Bo, a couple of days ago, I guess it was sometime last week, you asked me, the topic came up about going to the World Cup, right? And you guys asked me if I was going, and we talked about tickets and everything. And you asked, wouldn't you rather go to a World Cup outside the United States and experience it like that? And I said, well, I'd just like to go. Like, I'd be happy to drive up to Kansas City and see a World Cup match. Like, that would be awesome. Seeing all this and seeing everybody wonder at what it's like in America and everything, I think I've changed my opinion. I mean, I would still very much like to just go to a World Cup match, but I'd be happy to, I would love to go to a World Cup in another country and experience that.
Just spend a couple of weeks over there?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I've always had
Let's
it.
take the show there. 4 years from now, we're going.
On the list, not even the World Cup, but the World Cup would be awesome. But to go to England, or somewhere in Europe, go.
It's in Spain and Portugal, the next World Cup.
Well,
but even
slip out.
Even just a English Premier League match, or even just go to a pub, that fans pub where people watch games, the watch parties that they have over there, and just go drink you a pint and just observe the environment and the excitement. I mean, we talk about hog fans being, it's a way of life, or the SEC just means more. We have no freaking idea. You want to talk about it meaning more?
Oh, well.
I mean, it is a way of life.
Oh, it really
when
is.
When it comes to football, soccer.
That is, yes, watching them just, and look, there are not a lot of goals scored during the course of one of these games. When you get, once it's game time, there's not a lot of scoring going on. But when somebody makes a goal, it's like the entire country erupts. I mean, the entire nation rises to their feet when they score. We're not like that here, but some places apparently they are.
We got everything figured out.
Yeah.
What was going on?
Yeah,
here?
what was the story? There was a lot of activity in the
there was
studio.
a lot of camera switching and cords and stuff going on with the laptop that runs the show for YouTube. Were we on?
We were on, just having some audio issues this morning that have been resolved.
So how does this happen?
I don't know. That's the most.
So we do the
frustrating
show
part.
every day.
We do it every day. Nothing gets touched in here. At least I don't think so. And then some days it just doesn't work.
We need a camera in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Up in the corner,
Something's
like
happening.
a security camera.
Something's going
It'd
on.
be a good camera.
Like
It'd be a
some
good camera to
CCTV
cut away to
behind the
as well.
scenes.
Yeah, we could bump in and out with that camera.
Yeah,
The wide shot.
yeah.
But it's really for
Who's
security
in the
purposes.
studio? Who's been in
Right.
the studio?
Yes.
There it is.
Have the day people been
That's
in
right.
here? I don't know.
There was just a flurry of activity.
Well, there were.
Quite
I mean, there
distracting.
was. I don't know what happened, but
Quite distracting.
I didn't know if we were on the air. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
But,
we've been on the air this whole time. Our live stream just had some audio issues.
Okay.
And they're fixed now.
Okay, well, I felt
All
like
good.
if we were, for the people that dealt with it, that we should, we apologize for our
Yeah.
technical
Well, there's a lot
difficulties.
going on in
I
here.
did send down a
back.
comment from the Chuck and Bo show in the YouTube stream that we were working on it and that we're sorry.
So you're on top of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think it would be harmful or helpful to have a giant screen here where Chuck and I could read the comments live as they come in?
Oh, very
YouTube.
harmful.
Yeah.
YouTube, there's some
depending
nasty
on-
people on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some real nasty people on YouTube.
Oh.
There's some weirdos too.
We've had to ban people from the
Yeah.
YouTube stream.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What'll get you a ban?
Well,
Intense profanity.
yeah.
What are they swearing about?
Really?
I mean-
People are that upset
Yes.
at 6:17 in the
About
morning?
what?
Yes.
Yeah. Threatening messages.
Threatening
things of that-
messages,
Really?
racial
that-
slurs.
Yeah.
Physical violence?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perhaps.
We might have had one or two of those. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Sexism, racism, swearing, what else?
Swearing,
All of it.
derogatory comments,
Yeah.
Bullying, cyberbullying.
cyberbullying.
Wow. Who knew?
A little cyberbullying's okay, but sometimes there's a line. There's a line that gets crossed.
Yeah.
That gets you kind of removed from
Hey,
the.
everybody's
from the
gutsy.
stream.
Everybody's gutsy when they're behind.
That's right.
I tell you
know,
what,
when they're
Chuck,
behind
man, sometimes we don't even realize we're out here in the wild. We're just out here in the wild.
Whatever.
I know that's how we approach it. Whatever,
right.
but you
One-
look up and next thing you know, you're out there in the YouTube wild.
One thing I will say that won't get you banned from YouTube is if you want to ask a question, you can pay for it on YouTube. I'm just throwing that out there, which we've had before.
I
Which we've
forgot
had
about
before.
I forgot about
What'd
that
you do
too.
with the money?
It just goes into
It goes into the bank account.
Goes into the
bank
pot.
account. Goes into the
Straight
pot.
into the company bank account?
Yep.
Really?
Probably
Holy
paid for
cow.
a few breakfast biscuits one day before the breakfast.
Paid for a
time.
wedding reception.
Yeah, yeah, that too.
It's said in the band.
That was a big
It's
time.
6:19. Good morning, Chuck and Bo.
We got wackos, people. They're wackos everywhere. They're wackos everywhere.
I call them our bait. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under 30 grand. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one #1 whiskey, Refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this. Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we were going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins. Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you see the bubble, does that mean they're texting you, or does it just mean they're texting?
No, it means they're texting you.
Because sometimes you'll see the bubble and then they'll think, I guess I don't want to say that.
It's like when I text you at night, good night, I'm thinking about you, Chuck, I love you. And I see the bubble come on, and then it goes off.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It is 6:24. So I guess we got, I don't know, I have a billion things open on my computer, so it's not working right.
Do you? What's wrong?
I mean, text groove's shot, the phone system's shot.
What are you trying to do?
Well, it's coming around now. All I had to do was start talking about it.
Okay.
I didn't want to be talked about. Kevin is phoned in. Kevin, good morning. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. How can we help you?
Good morning. Hey, I was wondering, there's a big controversy, a bunch of from the media that SoCo doesn't want media inside the camp. In today's age, it's who has the biggest pocket, and there's a high possibility that he doesn't want any of these people coming to this camp to get votes.
Now, he doesn't want
them. They got bigger pockets.
Okay. So let's set this table a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So I actually saw DJ Williams had something on social media, and I read it to you yesterday. I said, "What's the media frustrated about?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked into it, and it was they have football camps, like high school football camps, right? Like high school kids come and they have camp,
Right.
and for years it's just been open, and anybody can go down there and they can interview kids and they can do whatever. And he decided that he would rather have it be a more private situation for whatever reason. Probably one of the reasons is because in today's world, everybody's poaching somebody else. But whatever the reason is, we're talking about like 3 or 4 people that I ever have known of in my entire life that would go to one of these football camps and talk to them, like Otis or RD or whatever, because they're there covering recruiting. And now, because one person mentioned it or 2 other people mentioned it or somebody complained about it on social media, you use the word, Kevin, controversy. I don't see any controversy. Like
I don't either. It's just for the media people that are like, we've always got to do this.
Well, some of that has to do with what we were talking about a little bit ago, social media. Things can be things can be delivered in snapshots now, literally as the camp's going on. And, the previous coverage that you were talking about with guys like Otis and Richard, and that still goes on. But that's from a recruiting angle, and it's in the newspaper. And it's not one of those deals where you're out there showing video and highlights and things like that. Part of the deal is like, let's just take, for example, let's say you got some kid at camp. I'm kind of thinking out loud here, but let's say you got some kid at camp and he's good and there's a media member there and put some highlights on social media. Well, some people are going to like him, some people aren't. And all of a sudden you begin a whole new debate about this kid. Well, all he's done is going to a camp. And
he starts getting recruited by somebody else
I
based
get that
off the
part
highlights
too.
at your camp.
I get that part too. All those things come into play. So I get it.
Is it affecting you, Kevin? Are you covering it?
No, I'm not. I just want to get your take on it.
Yeah.
And I also got another question. What if Arkansas goes 7-5 and with Lane Kiffin's track record, we're known to beat Lane Kiffin on the first year of him in a new school? What if we beat Lane Kiffin at LSU?
That'd be a fun night.
That would be a fun night. And something surprising will happen in college football this year. Like, I don't know if it's going to be at Arkansas, but there might be a game or 2 at Arkansas, but something surprising will happen. I don't know if it's LSU underperforming or not meeting expectations, but something surprising will happen. And when we get to the games, what you just brought up right there almost gets me excited about the season. Because going into a game, are you going to feel like you have a chance to upset somebody? To me, that's what being a fan and enjoying the entertainment of each game is about.
See, to me, when you start playing the what if game, what if Arkansas, in the case of Kevin, they're talking about beating LSU. To me, the what if game's Utah. That's the what if game, because people are looking at that game and they're just, first off, they're saying, why'd you schedule it? And secondly, you got no chance. And beyond that, you got to play Georgia the next Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. What happens if they go out there and win that game? I'm not saying they're going to. I'm not even suggesting they're going to. I'm just saying, what if they do? That's the game that changes everyone's outlook. Because right now, again, I think if you were to poll the average Razorback fan, are you going to go to Utah and win? Well, the majority are going to say no. I understand that. But if you do, everything changes. And so that's the game to me that I look at. And I'm not saying that, again, if you lose the ball game that all hope is lost. Might be a matter of, how you played overall, win or lose. But that's a game that I look at early in the season, and I'm not going to say it's the barometer, but I think it's part of it.
Put it on the poll. Will Arkansas win at Utah? Put it on the poll. Let's go. It's time to start talking football. Who's in? World Cup here. Football time. Let's talk.
We're going to talk American football, or are we going to talk?
We're going to talk all of it. All of it.
World football.
Who wants to be the first to predict the upset?
Football.
Is Arthur already on the record predicting the upset? Or is he
Arthur's
just
got us
gonna
going 8-4. I
talk about
think.
it?
I think Arthur had 8-4. If you got Arkansas 8-4, I'm going to guess Utah is part of the equation.
Yeah, how about a 8-4 record with a loss at Utah? Nobody's got that one.
No,
I don't think anybody
nobody's got
has that one. WT Equipment can help you get the job done like Ryan Silverfield's going to try to do in year one at Arkansas. They've got Bobcats. They've got lots of equipment, man. New Holland, Hustler Steel, the legendary Bobcat, an expert staff ready to help you find exactly what you need. Great Arkansas people. Their roots run deep here, and they're family-owned, locally operated. 8 dealerships throughout Arkansas. Whether you're running a farm or managing a job site, just taking care of your own land like Bart does. Bart takes care of that palatial estate out there himself.
Yeah.
He didn't hire anybody for that. He's the kind of guy that goes to WT Equipment to get the stuff to get the job done. WTEquip.com. You can find them online at 6:30. Good morning.
You know, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Hey, it's Bo. What should you expect when it comes to a roof or a remodel? Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky.
We make it easy. That's the first thing. Because when we looked at this, we felt like the process shouldn't be hard. And the easier we can make it for customers, the easier it makes it for us and for our people to continue to do business.
Teamwork Roofing and Construction, making it easy, and now offering financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
Hey guys, you're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go over all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week. And I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. It's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going, of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but I know that, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart's over there fact-checking. Kind of ruined.
Just ruined the whole day for me. Has everything I've said on this show been fact-checked?
This would not have happened. This would not have happened.
Have you gone home and fact-checked everything I've said?
No.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Welcome into the Chuck and Bo Show.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
We have gone 36 minutes without Brendan Sorsby.
Time to hit the default.
Here we go. Yep. It's time. Brendan Sorsby is breaking news going into the NFL supplemental draft. Gosh, what a giant waste of time.
Yeah.
We have wasted so much time.
He could have said this at the very beginning.
Could you have just told us you were going to go to the supplemental draft? All of the angst and the gnashing of teeth and the pious rants that have just inundated.
I do like
every
good pious rant. I have to admit, I love a good pious rant.
Every YouTube show, podcast, ESPN talking head columnist, after the complete evisceration of Texas Tech, Cody Campbell, young Brendan Gambling Sorsby, the whole outfit, it's all for nothing.
Well,
he's going to the NFL supplemental draft.
All those problems that he brought to light are still out there, but he's not going to deal with them. He's assuming somebody's going to draft him. I was thinking this yesterday when the news broke, or last evening, whenever it was. This guy has been, and will be for a while, the embodiment of everything wrong with college sports. He's the embodiment. Now, there will be a different embodiment here in a month or so. But for now, he's the embodiment of everything that's wrong. And you want to talk about too much pressure to bear. We spoke of it in terms of Texas Tech. What about the young man? I mean, you can just I just sort of feel like his football life has crumbled over the last couple of weeks, and maybe he's finally coming to that realization.
You think we could get a 30 for 30 or an SEC story? Well, he's not in the SEC, so never mind. Well, it still could be an SEC story.
Big 12 story.
Yeah, it's a 30 for 30. It replaces I Hate Christian Laettner. How about that, Bart? You go with that?
Well,
as long as it's not airing instead of a super regional game.
I'm just glad to read this statement from Texas Tech and know that they were above board in all of this. This they were at all times concerned about Brendan Sorsby, and they always put him above their own reputation. I was glad to learn that.
The statement from Cody Campbell is it's a riot.
I got a
Right.
couple of
It's a laugh.
sentences into it, and I thought, well, whatever. That's just how. I mean, that really is how I react.
Do you want some of it? Or
Well, hold
do
on.
you-
Let-
do you
how
wanna-
about we come to you for that?
Okay.
We'll do the news. The Texas
Sure.
Tech transfer quarterback Brendan Sorsby plans to enter the NFL supplemental draft, which we may have mentioned already. The Big 12 filed a federal lawsuit Monday at 1 a.m.
That's what led to
in the
this,
Northern
all
District of Texas, seeking both a declaratory judgment and injunctive relief to allow the league the authority to use its bylaws to potentially punish Sorsby. Meanwhile, the NCAA said a district judge overstepping in granting Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby a temporary injunction allowing him to return to college football and is asking an appeals court for an expedited resolution before the season kicks off, according to the legal documents filed Monday in Lubbock County District Court. Here's apparently what happened is the Big 12 wants the Texas Attorney General threatened legal action against the Big 12 if they sanction Texas Tech or Brendan Sorsby. That opened the door for the Big 12 to basically have to respond.
Yeah, basically the Attorney General blew it.
So they went
Basically
out.
what
They went out, Chuck, and got apparently what everybody's referring to as one of the top law firms in America, Sidley Austin. I don't know. I'm just taking their word.
I got you.
To which then Tom Mars read this and posted on social media. It was as creative as anything I've ever seen. And that's Tom Mars talking. And Tom Mars has been part of a lot of big stuff and often provides legal commentary. And he said it was brilliant what they did. And they basically just took him off at the knees. And with whatever this was, I don't know. I didn't read the. You'll find it shocking that I didn't read the filing, all however many pages of it. But that's what led to Brendan Sorsby and Texas Tech realizing they were cooked.
Wow.
And so he had to basically.
They got outmaneuvered legally.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
And he was left with no choice at that point.
It
Seemingly,
seems
anyway.
that is the case.
Huh.
And I think the other thing is Texas Tech just realized that nothing they've been able to do has struck a chord or resonated with anybody. They haven't been able to hit the tone that would get really anybody to support them or on their side. So they were literally taking on the world, and for what? And what were the damages going to be? What was the cost going to be?
Does he keep that money? Does Sorsby keep that
Cody
money?
Campbell said that they were still going to. Bart, you have the statement.
They're still going to give him the
Cody
money?
Cody Campbell said that they plan to fulfill their obligation to Brendan Sorsby.
Yeah.
What does that mean, though?
Well, he said
the
it
lawyers will
he
decide
said it
what their
better than that.
obligation
He
is.
said it better than that. I think it was pretty obvious they're going to pay him.
Really?
Yeah, the way I said it sounded.
It,
like
it was
suckers.
reported as well that
That's when you've got more money than sense right there. Oh,
well,
my
it's
God.
a marketing. It's also a marketing play that you come to Texas Tech, we take care of you no matter what you do. Like you're still going to get paid.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get paid.
You're still going to get paid here.
Well, he better enjoy it because, as tough as this situation has been on him, it's not anything like what an NFL locker room is going to be like. Those players are going to be brutal on him. Are you kidding me? They are going to be brutal on him. His own teammates are going to be brutal on him. And he's got a long, hard road ahead. He's going to have to be 3 times as good as the person he's competing against because we talk about winning over the media, winning over the public. He's got to win over the locker room of whatever team takes a chance, and it will be a chance taking him. And I don't know if he was out, if his side was outmaneuvered legally and he had to enter the supplemental draft or felt like he had to, he may not have the assurance of a team yet that, hey, we'll take you. My first reaction when I heard he was going to the supplemental draft was, well, there's got to be some team out there that's told him we'll take you. But after hearing all this, that may not be the case. So he's in a bad spot. I mean, he's just in a bad spot.
He is. Fortunately for him, he's got $5 million.
Well, there have
been a lot of people that have made a lot of mistakes, didn't have $5 million left to show for it, and I hope he does something smart with that. Because I don't know, and we can open it up here. Do you think you think Brendan Sorsby should play in the NFL? In other words, if you're drafting or you had a choice, would you give him a chance? Maybe the better question is, do you think anybody in the NFL will give him a chance?
No.
You don't think anybody's going to draft him?
I don't think he's. First of all, I don't think he's good enough.
See, that's what I was.
I don't think he's good enough to play in the NFL. Period. So
what kind of expert analysis have you seen on that? Seriously, I'm not talking about whether you're an expert. I'm saying, have you seen anybody?
What's your analysis?
Like,
Bart?
has anybody in the NFL weighed in on Brendan Sorsby as a talent? That covers the NFL, like Adam Schefter, or people that talk.
I've seen some things.
Gruden's quarterback.
That's right.
Has
he been to Gruden's quarterback camp yet?
That's going to be an awesome show.
I got $20.
I will watch that one. Yeah. I will watch that one, or at least clips from it.
I will too.
Yeah, Gruden with Brendan Sorsby. That might be the way to get that done. That's the way to bring yourself back. That might be the PR move.
Get with Gruden.
Get with
Go
Gruden.
with Gruden.
Get with Gruden. Have him do a show with you. Quarterback room. Are you reading up on?
Well, I just pulled up his
waiting on us to
stats.
stop.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I pulled up his stats. Like we're talking about a guy who went 13 of 25 for 69 yards with an interception against Nebraska. 11 of 33 with a touchdown and an interception against Utah. 13 of 21 for 111 yards against Baylor. This is not some guy who's going to who has a bright NFL future. I'm just being blunt about that. I would be shocked if an NFL team forfeits a draft pick to take a chance on a guy who's bet on
in the supplemental draft.
To bet on a guy who bet on games.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. And honestly, it would not surprise me if Roger Goodell just came out and said, "Nah, we're good. We're not going to mess with this."
If he enters the supplemental draft asking for a friend, can he come back to college?
Yeah. Couple of years, rebuild his reputation.
I just want to throw another wrinkle in.
How tall is he? He's 6'3". He might be able to play guard for Nate Oates.
Spend some of that money on like a PR firm for the next 12, 18 months, rehabilitate himself.
First Security Bank is the official bank of the Chuck and Bo Show. Choose the power of personal, where they will take care of you and help you bank better every day. FSBank.com online. First Security Bank, member FDIC. Good morning. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. At First Security, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal. When you walk in, call, or click, you're working with people who live here, know the community, and understand what you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's managing day-to-day spending or planning for something bigger, it's real support from real people who care enough to listen. Discover what better banking feels like. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC.
When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age, with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnomcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
Oakland is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oakland Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Don't be talking down to people, Bart.
I'm going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I can't figure out if Chuck's playing a role here, or this is how he feels, or if he cares at all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We go back to the Chevy Fayetteville Situation Room where Bart is mulling over the Texas Tech statement, which I'm sure
this is the Cody Campbell statement. Texas Tech issued a separate statement.
Texas Tech and Cody Campbell are one and the same.
Yeah, well, they had two different statements.
They do have two different
All right,
statements.
read it to us.
I'm just going to give you some parts of it
Tell
here.
us what you really liked about it.
Yeah, we always strive to do what is right, even when doing the right thing is not popular. We are not
When no one's
swayed
watching.
or affected by criticism or opinions from outside the Red Raider family about how we operate. Well, that's pretty clear. Recently, the situation surrounding Brendan Sorsby has put that to the test, but throughout it all, Texas Tech has acted with the utmost integrity
Guns up.
and following all NCAA protocol. Pause. That's just a lie. That is a straight up lie from Cody Campbell because the NCAA ruled him ineligible. So they did not follow all NCAA protocol. So just add that to the list of lies right there.
Lies.
Just a straight
Lies
up,
and
a straight up
propaganda.
lie in the statement. Moving on. The bottom line is that Texas Tech did absolutely nothing but act with complete integrity through this entire process. Okay. We broke no rules, no laws, and crossed no ethical lines. Well, that right there is another lie. I don't think Cody Campbell, by the way, throughout this whole process, knows what ethics actually are. I've determined that. It's become very clear that he needs a refresher. Like, I don't know, open a dictionary, do something like that, figure it out. We are proud to represent a university that supports its students the way we do, especially in a growingly professional, blah, 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 whatever.
That goes to the part where they're still paying him.
I am motivated to fix college sports because I want to make sure, blah, 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 that I benefited through blah, blah, blah. I have achieved success in my personal and professional life. I have spent a great deal of time and effort working to preserve and protect. I carry strong resolve to preserve the national treasure of sports. My efforts are deeply personal. Who is this about again? Who is this about again? Finally, this is how it ends. These same deep beliefs and feelings cause me great sadness as I inform you that Brendan Sorsby will not be part of the Texas Tech football team this fall. He will be stripped of the opportunity to continue to develop as a better and stronger man, stripped of his last opportunity to complete at the highest level of college sports, and I pray that he can stay on his path to recovery. Cody, shut up. Just shut up. You jackwagon. You rich jackwagon. Like, shut up. Go away. Do us all a favor. Just go away. You are the worst thing to happen to college sports ever. Ever.
That's a mighty long time, too.
Yeah.
The SMU scandal wasn't as bad as this guy.
That seems serious.
They're eating the pets.
Like, really serious. Wow.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting too
That is
many
a
years on me here.
Well, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home. And you holding court and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket,
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place. And then, he's going to maybe get thrown out. Did people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
place?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. I mean, and all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No, not right now.
Come on. That's way too far out for Bart. Bart should not think about that. Right?
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always be
the good
another
part is
Cub
you can
Scouts.
say those things at that age and
People brush it
completely
off.
get away with it. I mean, completely get away with it.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast in '86 and completely saying
The
whatever
whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever he wants to say, totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
We just had a moment here, Chuck. Edward was enjoying his cup of coffee. We went to break. He looked up and realized that his red mug, which is very similar to yours, was sitting over where he normally sits. He was sitting where you sit. And he said, "Oh my God, I've just drank an entire cup of coffee out of Chuck's old grinder."
Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me, Edward. Whatever's in your body's been killed. It's a whole new start for you today.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios in the heart of Hog Country. This is the Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheeks, steals.
It's a real talk show host.
Everybody wants to give me nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
These show a record for Razorback fans.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Hey, Chuck Barrett.
Hey, we got a new intro.
What's going on?
AI guy.
Tuesday.
We have an assortment of AI.
Sounds
guys.
like Sterling.
I know. We have an
We're gonna
assortment
have-
of AI guys.
We need to have Sterling just do the
That was my suggestion. It really was.
I agreed wholeheartedly with it. Hey, giving away a couple of gift cards to Fish City Grill. Get you a couple free meals at the great Fish City Grill. Just go to chuckandboshow.com to sign up. Put your email in there, and you can enjoy some great seafood. They've got some of the best raw oysters around. Happy hour 3 to 6. The chalkboard, fresh specials, fresh fish brought in daily. Board's always changing. Very relevant, culinary, and exciting. Fish City Grill in Rogers. They've been open for 20 years, and we're giving away.
You guys like raw oysters?
This month.
I love them.
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah. I mean, I do.
I really do.
I'm
I
completely
enjoy it.
serious.
I am too. Do you get into the others, like the when they fry?
Oh
them or all that stuff?
yeah. I can do all that
grill
too.
'em.
I can do all that
Yeah,
too.
garlic parmesan, all
Yeah,
that
oh,
kind
yeah.
of stuff.
Love
you
it.
do all of it.
Love it.
You like
Love
to go
it.
to an oyster house and
Yeah.
just get after it.
Yeah, I can do that. I
Yeah.
like oysters. Now, if they're raw, I like them on a cracker.
Okay,
put
yeah.
a little horseradish.
Oh
on
yeah,
them.
yeah.
But yeah, man,
I'm a
I can
horseradish
go with
guy.
that. I can go with that.
Some people aren't. I'm a horseradish guy. Do you like a roast beef with horseradish on it?
Yeah, I like a little horseradish.
Yeah.
Clear you out.
I
do.
It's just gonna. You know what? It sounds good at Arby's. I'm gonna hit Arby's and I'll see. I'll be
some
just
of that
fine.
horsey sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
A couple of them.
Exactly.
Wow, Bart did not like that.
You didn't like that?
Leave him off, Riley. Leave him off.
Yeah,
It's
leave him
fine. You can just leave him off.
He sounds good. off
Riley's
mic.
in complete control. Edward's gone to get the Pro Land title breakfast.
He's on a breakfast run. What were you saying, Bart?
It was the RVs and the horsey sauce that
No. You turned your nose up at it.
Not like
in a snobbish fashion. Let me
well,
just say.
like a flank steak or something with some horseradish. Love that.
So you're too good for a regular roast beef sandwich with a little horsey sauce
I think
on
horsey
there.
sauce is disgusting.
Really?
Yeah. Not for me.
Do you look down on people that?
Do you think less
enjoy
of
it?
me because
No.
I like it? Do you think
No.
I'm a rube?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Can we?
Not at all.
Can we have a personal moment here?
Not because
it
of that.
feels like, and I'm not saying that this doesn't happen with me, but it feels like that when you speak of things like that the rest of us are just a bunch of morons.
No.
That makes us
no.
feel dumb.
No,
we feel we
it's
feel
just-
we feel
it's
we,
not
we
for
feel
me.
dumb.
It's not for me.
But we feel dumb.
Well, not for me, and it's disgusting are two very different
Yeah,
things.
well, I do
mean,
find
those
it
are
vile.
opposite ends
I
of
do
the
find it
spectrum.
vile. I do find it vile.
See what I mean?
Make no mistake.
See what I mean?
Now, like a
that's
little
fine.
like a
You
little
said
Arby
it,
sauce.
you
is
said it better
fine.
than I could explain
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
a little Arby sauce is fine. Like
See,
I'll
I
do-
don't
I'll do-
like
I'll-
Arby
I'll do
sauce.
that. That's okay.
I don't.
Vile.
Well, it's not vile. I just don't care for it. It's too sweet.
See, that's how you say it, Chuck. Chuck should just kind of your bedside manners rough sometimes.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you how it is.
right.
I mean,
Just
you
tell
know,
you how it is. It sucks.
Like, I don't.
Let me just tell you how it is.
It's not great.
Instead of saying there are things I enjoy more on the menu, let me just tell you,
It's vile.
it sucks.
That sauce is gross. man.
disgusting.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
This is Bart. We got to start.
Well, I
that
feel
show.
bad about
This
liking
is
it
Bart.
now.
Well, Oklahoma's hot.
They are hottest
The
team. in co-
Sooners
They really are.
rolling.
I was watching it last night, and they are really. I mean, they may be the team to beat.
They feel like they're.
I
the
mean,
team.
I thought Georgia would win that game, but Oklahoma won it. And they, I mean, right now they're 2-0, and Texas and OU, I guess, will play, and then somebody's got to, the winner that's got to beat them twice, and I don't know if that'll happen. Or not.
Two elimination games today.
What do we got?
West Virginia and Troy, and Georgia and Texas.
Do you have any affinity for West Virginia or Troy or both?
I'm pulling for Troy.
I like both of them. I like the story.
I'd pull for the winner of that game over North Carolina, certainly.
Well, yeah. I will too.
I don't have anything against North Carolina.
No, I don't
but
either,
I just, to me, you're kind of rooting for story, and I'm rooting for those stories of West Virginia.
Troy's lost 31 games.
Are you serious?
32, I guess, now that they're in the losers bracket. Yeah. Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. That's how the odds of them being where they are.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about, Stony Brook's kind of the standard.
They are 39 and 31.
All right, 39 and 31.
Dang, I did
Yeah.
not realize that.
Yeah. I mean, that's like the wild card team.
Can you
getting
pull
to the
up
World
the schedule
Series.
and give us some teams that Troy lost to this year?
Yeah, I've got it right here. They
some teams that you wouldn't believe they lost to
they
because they're in
lost,
the College World Series.
They lost to Mercer twice. Lost to Campbell.
Campbell, I was going to say.
Uh,
I'm sure they
took-
play Campbell. All those Southern
took a
schools.
loss to Western Carolina.
Yeah.
Take it on the chin.
Yeah.
What are they? What's Western Carolina?
Did they play Bellarmine this year, Bellarmine, or any
They
of those
they
schools
dropped a
over
game
there?
to Old Dominion.
Alabama State. Did they play Alabama State?
Lost a game to Samford. Georgia Southern lost a series to Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern's a good program.
Hey, this is another example of it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter
but
until you get
they-
to the postseason.
No, that's right.
Lost a game to Jacksonville State.
Yeah.
Arkansas picked up a commitment from Georgia State.
I saw that. No, they have a good program. Georgia
Wills
State's got a good program.
Will with an S on the end. Wills McGinnis, third
Family
baseman.
name. Family name.
Wills McGinnis. Sounds Irish.
Sounds very Vanderbilt to me.
Wills
You
McGinnis.
could decipher that meaning.
So they lost to virtually everyone, and now they're in the College World Series.
I mean,
fighting
that's
for their
just
life today.
They won the regional at I forget
Well, in
because they
in
played
Gainesville.
UALR.
In Gainesville.
All right, because they played UALR in the Super Region.
Yep.
They lost to Miami, beat Ryder, beat Miami, beat Florida, beat Florida.
Okay, they beat Florida twice in Gainesville.
They lost to who?
They lost the first game to Miami. They came out of the losers bracket.
I mean, they didn't just. I mean,
Man,
it's
that's-
very rare
what a
that you
story.
lose your first game. There are teams that'll win a regional. They'll win their first game, lose on Saturday night, and then come back and win, 3 in a row. But to lose your first game and come back and win a regional, it's virtually impossible.
I'm watching the College World Series.
I am too.
This is the difference between like Chuck and I's entertainment from the World Cup. I think I'm speaking for you too, Chuck, when it comes from the U.S. playing and then it comes from all the stuff we see on social media about everybody enjoying America. Bart loves the games. He's watching games that I can't watch. I don't know who's playing. I don't really know
Bart
what's going
can break
on.
down the game.
I
He's
don't know
like
what's
Matt
going on.
Jones. He can break down the game.
But College World Series, I'm watching
I
these
can
games
break that
when
down.
I can.
Yeah.
I can see.
I can break that down. I understand
I mean,
what's
I'm not
going
watching
on.
every pitch, every inning, but I'm watching them.
Right. No, I'm the same way.
We've got a full-blown SEC tournament happening on one side of the bracket.
I know.
4 SEC teams just duking it out.
That is still, and I've said this before, that is that's the best event. Of all the events the NCAA puts on, I think that's the best one.
It's such a good time.
You know,
It's a great event to go to.
Mm-hmm.
It is really worth going to.
Now, the NCAA basketball tournaments are really good. I mean, they're really good. And the organization involved in those is just, I mean, it's incredible. But if you just want to go as a fan, have a good time, I can't imagine any experience better than Omaha.
I enjoyed my first Final Four and a couple of times that I've been, but it's just so huge.
It's chaotic.
And it's not.
It is
It's
chaotic.
not in a basketball arena. You know, it's in a giant football
You're
stadium
right.
or whatever that's turned into a basketball
That's
floor.
right.
When you go to the College World Series, man, you're in a ballpark that's meant for that. Everything that's there is meant for it. And they built the city around it, basically, or built an experience,
An
around
entertainment
it.
district.
Yeah. And it's just a great time.
I just wonder what going to Omaha other times of the year is like. You know, you go up there expecting it to be like the College World Series, and I'm sure it's not anything like that. I'm sure it's still good, but not anything like what these 2 or 3 weeks
I went
are.
to Lincoln for a meeting at Nebraska a few years ago, and I stayed in Omaha.
Yeah.
And I knew I was near the ballpark, and I got up and I opened the curtains to the window, and I was looking in the outfield.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know I was at that Hilton.
I think we played up there in baseball one year, and it was really cold. That's what I remember. And I think maybe we went to Omaha. I forget. But I just remember it was really cold.
But it's a big difference staying in that room when the series is
Oh,
going
yeah.
on. I'll tell you
Absolutely. That room on a
few
World Series
$1,000 more
night, yeah, I
dollars.
was going to say about $1,500 difference
Yeah,
probably.
Probably more than that.
And they rack up.
Yeah. Well,
They-
that's
they
their
rack
event.
up.
That's there.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's exactly right.
$5 Rocco Jello shots. Hey,
Yeah.
can you give me a shot count?
Really?
Did
We're
McAfee
going- we're
did
gonna do that?
McAfee get the did he put him over the top after all the complaining and everything?
West
that happened,
Virginia's
check
kind of been the
bouncing and-
story, I guess, of Omaha so far. You know, in terms of the off-field, the fan stuff,
They've
know,
got
the
the song.
atmosphere. They got the song. That's the deal right there.
West Virginia, 23,671. Second place, Ole Miss, 8,736.
Yeah.
Power of Pat McAfee right there.
Well, Ole Miss didn't have somebody coming in willing to write a hot check for all those Jello shots.
Exactly. By the way, who's this Russian guy that Cal's in on?
I don't know. I was reading about him. And
Well, I was just waiting for Bart to tell us the name so that we can talk about it.
Ilya Frolov.
Yeah.
Ilya Frolov.
Okay.
So what's the story?
6'11", big man. He is from Russia. Paul Biancardi, ESPN director of basketball recruiting.
Our guy, Paul Biancardi.
Says he,
From the Chuck and
he
Bo
finishes
show.
well at the rim.
Friend of RD.
Has solid footwork and touch, both facing up and playing with his back to the basket. Is good in the post. Averaged 13.5 points, 7.5 rebounds for the Real Madrid under-22 squad.
Apparently, he can post up. He can play with his back to the basket. He
Sounds
can
like a
he
player.
can run rim,
Dude,
run,
Rim.
run, rim.
run rim. That's a new one.
I was thinking about run rummer,
He's a rum runner.
rum runner. Sure, it's vacation.
Well, here's the deal. You look at that roster right now. I was trying to punch it up there on the fly. I haven't been able to pull it off yet, but they've got a lot of candidates. You look at, they got big guys, and now you need one or two of them to emerge, and maybe this is the one.
877-377-6963. Another headline is Colby Hale has signed a 4-year extension as the soccer coach at Arkansas. Good for him. Great coach. He's had a lot of success here. He'll be on the show tomorrow. We'll get some World Cup pointers.
Yeah. Colby Hale's
Hale.
grown the game. He has grown the game. And that to me, when you're in football and basketball, men's basketball particularly, you just need to be good. The game's already huge. But sometimes when you're coaching these other sports, you got to grow the game too. And he's done a good job there.
While live racing has concluded, Oaklawn still rolling. The action never stops there. Arkansas's only casino resort. Come join the fun at Oaklawn Hot Springs. Book your summer getaway today at oaklawn.com. And what a summer getaway it could be. A weekend at Hot Springs, maybe a staycation in Hot Springs. Stay at Oaklawn.
I could do that right now.
Oh, yeah. We could do some Oaklawn right now. We need a summer getaway to Oaklawn.
Maybe
we should do that.
Have a retreat.
Get that scheduled.
Yeah.
Father's Day's coming up
Summer
Sunday, by
retreat.
the way. What are you getting yourself for Father's Day?
Oaklawn?
What are you getting yourself for Father's Day? Put it on the poll.
I'm not getting myself
What do you-
anything. I'm not a father.
Well, I wasn't asking you, Bart. Gosh dang.
Oh, you
I was-
looked at me when you.
I always look at you. You're sitting right across from me. That's the setup here is I look right at you.
Yeah.
Edward's back with
I'm
breakfast.
sorry about that.
Well, I know you're not a father. I don't know why you had to say that. Like it was it's vile. It's to use your word. 7:16, Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. I don't even know now. I don't even know what I was about to say.
We were talking about.
It was profound.
What were we talking about?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Chuck Barrett. He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, in a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. My biorhythms were like screaming over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt it the minute I walked into the casino Thursday night. I knew it was going to be well. I mean, I knew things were going to go well. I could feel it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, it's nothing like a good breakfast. I mean, it's a good pick-me-up. You know, it gets us going. Everybody's happy in the studio now.
I'm really happy with the time of day, the time of year that we have going, because I get to see morning. You know, when you leave the house, the sun it's not up.
Just beginning to get light.
What do you call it? Dawn? What do you call it?
Yeah, dawn.
Dawn, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
one
Barry.
right.
Thank you.
Got one right this year. It happened in June. I feel good about that. June 16th to be exact. But I like this time of year.
I do too.
The early morning light. It's
I like
great.
the long days.
I don't love
Lots
the
of
short
light.
days.
I
I
don't
don't love that. This is my go-to right here.
This is what we want.
I'm appreciative of that. And breakfast, ProLand Title, we're appreciative of them, and they'll help you close. That's what ProLand Title does. 45 offices in Arkansas, independently owned, gives them the ability to put their clients first, and they have the ability to say yes to transactions other companies may not be able to because of their relationships with a huge range of national underwriters. Arkansas people helping Arkansas folks. They live right here in the communities they serve. Cheer for the pigs and close with the pros. ProLand Title and ProLandTitle.com. 722, the show pony, Chris Childers, is coming up. Host a full ride on Sirius XM.
Yeah, that'll be good. I wonder what his take on
I can't wait.
all things college football. Yeah, I was reading this story right here. You know, Bart puts out the notes every day. It's seldom that I get to the last page.
Were you bored? I mean,
no. Well, yeah, there was some boardom involved, I guess.
What could possibly compel you to?
I know.
I saw you over there doing that.
I know.
was
So, I was searching. I was searching for a topic, and
Did you find one?
well, I don't know. Let's find out. You know, I was. I'll tell you what did grab my attention, honestly. This Clemson player, who I guess they've got a wide receiver, who wanted another year of eligibility because he went to junior college, and they found a judge. They found a judge in South Carolina in the 13th Judicial Circuit. And this is one thing that, you know, I'm not an attorney, so I don't think about this. But like the case of Diego Pavia, the fact that he was allowed to play another year, that's what this particular judge cited as the reason for this, by comparison, obscure wide receiver to get to play for Clemson. And as I read these stories, I'm like, are you really a team unless you've had a judge intervene? I mean,
are you even trying?
Yeah, are you even trying if what you're doing doesn't require some kind of judge's ruling? I mean, it's just like it's even players that I'm not going to say this guy doesn't matter.
I'm not saying that.
He had
does.
24 catches for 239 yards and a touchdown.
He's a good player, but he's not going to put you over the top.
He's fine.
Yeah, and it's like
He's not a quarterback.
Right.
Might
So
have a
therefore,
breakout
it's
year.
it's relegated to the back page. But it's incredible right
And he
now.
didn't gamble, apparently.
Yeah, but it is incredible right now what's going on. It's like every team out there. Well, we're waiting on a waiver. Well, we're waiting on the judge to say this, or what do we get? It's like back in the old days, it was just, well, we're waiting on the NCAA clearinghouse, to say if this guy's grades will transfer. Now, it's just a whole different deal. But it seems like everybody's got it going on. That was what I noticed as I went through Bart's notes
And it's
today.
so common now. Not every one of these is even making headlines.
No, that's right. And you've got to be, obviously, a star player. But Pavia's case, and I'm sure Trinidad Chambliss's case, and there's going to be, used to if you went to junior college, that counted against you. That was a year of eligibility, and so I don't know how it works now. I really don't know how it works.
Figuring it out. Quickly, David and Cersei, before we get to the break, and Chris Childers. David, good morning.
Good morning. I'll try to be real quick so we can get to that break. I'd just like to say that ordinarily I'd be watching the men's College World Series, but it was hard for me to get into it, pull for these SEC teams out of jealousy, I assume, since we're not in it. But me and my buddies have found a wonderful new diversion. Instead of watching that, we're watching the new 6-team Athletes Unlimited Softball League, who have their own cities now. And the Carolina team had a great draft. They got Carlin Pickens, Dakota Kennedy, and Reese Atwood, the catcher from Texas. And they are tearing the league up. Last night, Dakota Kennedy was 4 for 4. The night before, Atwood had 2 home runs, and Pickens came in last night to save the game, which went in extra innings. It's great softball. Every team has great pitchers. It is a wonderful diversion since we're not playing.
Where do you watch it?
Yeah, where are you watching that at?
Hey, man, it's on ESPN2.
Okay. The Deuce.
There you go. The OG
So
of the
I
breakfast
encourage all
fund
my friends,
is
all softball fans, watch it. It is wonderful softball.
David could be the Don King of this new softball league. Maybe he should.
I think they
consider
need
that.
Bart. They need Bart. They need the softball
David's
guy.
the one talking about it right now. 727, Chuck and Bo, good morning.
See, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
If fresh seafood is calling your name, Fish City Grill in Rogers has been answering for 20 years. Just check the chalkboard. Fresh fish comes in daily, and the specials are always worth a look. Crawfish season is rolling, the raw oysters are as good as you'll find anywhere in Arkansas, and happy hour runs Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's locally owned and worth every visit. It's Fish City Grill in Rogers, near the Pinnacle Hills Promenade.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go over all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week, and I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. It's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that, and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but I know that, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling. If you listen closely,
you can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
7:32. The Show Ponies join us. Chris Trouters, host of Full Ride on Sirius XM. I'm sure he's had a lot of fun with the summer we've had of college football. Chris, good morning. How we doing, man?
I'm fantastic, buddy. How are you? Good to talk to you.
We're doing well. I was just wondering when Phil Steele's magazine was coming out. Maybe we could talk about that. Is there any football conversation at all happening? I mean, this is supposed to be the time of year where we all kind of lie about what's going to happen in the upcoming season.
God, remember that time we used to have the magazines and we'd debate about this schedule and that schedule and you know, the biggest games in November and what they're going to do to decide, you know, college football. I mean, that was the conversation. We just pontificated. We knew who was on each team. We had an idea of who was going to be good in a given year. We were kind of hopeful for certain teams. And, you know, that was the conversation. And it was amazing. And nowadays, it's just so weird. Every day I wake up to do my job, and I'm like, what the hell is this reality? What do I even do for a living? I know that when I grew up, I wanted to cover the sport that was about the bands and the fans and the student sections and the pageantry and the tradition. And I don't even know what the hell I would describe what I do for a living or what I cover anymore.
Do you think, because people keep saying the games are going to come on Saturdays, college football's bulletproof, we're going to watch all the games, and I believe that. I mean, I'm going to watch the games. I haven't lost my desire for the games. But kind of what we're talking about is there is this part of being a college football fan is the conversation, the constant debate before you get to a season, or wondering or hoping what your team's going to be like. And I feel like we've lost that almost to the tune of a minor league baseball roster that we don't know.
That's a really good way to put it, and it's crushing because that is what we've kind of made it. It's, you know, like AA baseball and AAA baseball, and, you know, that's what hurts my soul because I don't watch minor league baseball, right? Like, I'm not a fan of minor league sports. That's not why I fell in love with college football. It wasn't, great, we get to see these guys before they get to the big time and, you know, maybe develop a little bit, but they're going to be these, you know, whiny, crazy, well-paid divas at this point. Like, no, there was none of that going on at all. Bo, what I fell in love with was the idea of guys like Tony Rice. You know, Tony Rice was this guy who played quarterback for Notre Dame. And I remember going to Notre Dame like 10 years ago, walking into the bar, or whatever. I think it's the Varsity or something like that. It's right there, like on campus in the parking lot. And there he is, right? He's just sitting there at the bar, hanging out, you know, never has to buy a drink. He was the quarterback for the 1988 national title team, the last time Notre Dame won. And he was just entrenched in the community. That was his home. That's where, you know, people loved him at Notre Dame. And, you know, do we have that anymore? Do we have a guy that can go back? Like Jacob Hester, for example, who I work with at SiriusXM. Guy who walked on, loves Baton Rouge, has built his entire family in Baton Rouge, has a media empire in Baton Rouge, has businesses in Baton Rouge. I mean, it's a part of the DNA of his life, and because of it, the fans connect to those guys. They're a part of their community. They're a part of the DNA. They're a part of what they love. And if it's just transactional now, it's hard to love that. It is. I think you and I are so ingrained in the DNA of all of this that we remember what it was and we want to fight for it. And we're not ready to give up. But there might be the younger generation that just watches this and says, yeah, I'll find something else. You know, it's like NASCAR. I've made this comparison a million times, but I think it's appropriate because, you know, if you go back and think 20 years ago, NASCAR was hotter than hell. I mean, it was on in every bar. Everybody was talking about it. It was culturally massive, especially in the southeastern part of the country, and people thought that was idiot-proof. And guess what? It wasn't. The idiots ruined it because they made it too big. They went into these markets that were non-traditional. They completely alienated their fan base, and the fan base decided to move on. And you know what? I know a lot of former NASCAR fans that still are living happy lives without NASCAR. So you better be careful. You know, it's one of those things. We love it. We care about it. But don't – you say it's idiot-proof, but you're playing with fire right now.
Chris, the latest development, Sorsby, Texas Tech, Cody Campbell, whole deal. What's your take on all this? I mean, it just seems like everything that happens, we say, all right, this is it. This is a bridge too far. But, yeah, we just keep on going.
My take on this is that Cody Campbell's a stupid person. I mean, I just think it's that – I honestly think it's that simple. I think Cody Campbell is an arrogant billionaire, whatever the hell kind of money he's got, billionaire. And he made his money through oil, and he made his money, you know, in a way that has nothing to do with college sports, and I know he's really good at that. But the fact of the matter is, I think this guy – here's what I think was going on. I think he's the sugar daddy. He's the guy that makes Texas Tech go. He stirs the drink. He gives them all the money. And so there is a community of people that are there in Lubbock that really enjoy this success, that really like the fact that Texas Tech is, playing for titles in softball and all this stuff. And the only way they get to keep all of that is to kiss this guy's ass. And I just think Cody Campbell was hell-bent on, we're playing this kid. I paid for this kid. I'm not losing this kid. He didn't commit murder. We're finding a way to get this kid, and I'm going to find the right lawyers because I think Cody Campbell's from a billionaire mentality that I'll get the right court, the right lawyer, the right judge, and we'll get this done, which should be another scary thing about how well-connected billionaires can be and how, if you think there's fairness and people are judged equally, fat chance. I mean, I think, that we've kind of seen that play out, and I think billionaires certainly in the money, they can pick a judge, they can pick a lawyer, they can get pretty much done whatever the hell they want to get done. But I think in this case, he got what he wanted. He got the injunction, and then I think he's shocked at how pissed off everybody got. I think he is so unbelievably tone deaf to the fact that this is gambling, and if you take away the integrity of the outcome of the game, you've eliminated the purity. You've made it to WWE. And then you've killed it. If you say it's idiot-proof, but if you take away, if it's a predetermined outcome and it's fixed, it's done. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are, right? And I think Cody Campbell, finally the pressure, finally the Big 12 complaint, finally, I think this guy had the wherewithal to say, we better bail. Because Texas Tech became the arch villain and a big villain in college athletics. And it was all, in my eyes, probably because Cody Campbell's tone deaf.
So
he has all the power.
Chris, is this just a moment we move on from, or are there lasting ramifications for Texas Tech?
I think Texas Tech kind of painted themselves as the bad guy. Texas Tech, I don't think we move on. I mean, they did all of that for nothing. Joey McGuire, they had that round table where they said they're supporting the kid. They doubled, tripled, quadrupled down. And to me, it just looks like these guys have no soul. I think these guys are completely just a mouthpiece for one billionaire. And from that perspective, I just find it so disheartening. I mean, this is not – first of all, why are we letting a guy like him – and I understand we're in a world right now where NIL and collectives and all that are the rage, and we need it to survive, and we need it to have success, but we've essentially given this guy complete ownership of a university, and he's been able to kind of do what he does. But it's just the whole thing to me, man. When you look at the arrogance, the ignorance, a combination of both, it to me, it's like we're living in a human zoo. I mean, look at this. This is what happens. You know, in the 90s when they all were singing about Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Anarchy Rules, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, this is the 90s fantasy, college football. It's anarchy. And what's interesting about it is it's kind of an interesting social experiment of what human beings are up to when there's a lot of money on the line and there's no rules, right? I think this is the perfect – it's like a zoo. It's you know, I could see some faraway planet tuning in, watching this, having a blast on prime time on Thursday nights, right? Because this is insane. What's going on?
Well, you're right. It's like left up to our own devices with no rules.
Can't handle it.
We're exposed, and everybody's watching.
Well, when I watched this, and Chris, you brought this up, this round table. When I was watching this, I thought, they're out of their league. They're out of their league. You can't buy class. You can't buy dignity. You can't buy yourself a seat at this table. I know people think you can, that you can buy yourself a seat. But when I watched that round table, I thought these guys are just completely out of their league. But because Cody Campbell has a bunch of money, people feel like they have to give him a seat at the table.
That's it. That's exactly it. And how scary is that? That's not college sports.
I know.
That's not the sports for the people. I mean, college sports was the one thing that was communal. It was such a beautiful thing that was entrenched in the communities. It wasn't pro sports. There wasn't an owner. That's the beauty. That's the best part of it all, right?
Yeah.
And now we've taken it and we've given power to a select few. That's not college sports. That's not the University of name your state, where it should be about the people. It should be about the taxpayers. I mean, that's what should make college sports different.
And since we made it all about the money, how many schools are not as obviously selling their souls, but doing things they wouldn't otherwise do because of the money situation
nothing's
we're in
beneath
now?
us. I mean, nothing's beneath anyone.
And it's become like so much of this now. Wow. Well, after all that,
this makes me sad. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying any of this with like a smile on my face, because here's the thing, guys. I chose this for my career. This is what I wanted to make my living in. This was my passion, my heart, my soul, the thing that I fell in love with. See, I'm different than you. I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in a world where it's all Bears and Cubs and Bulls and Blackhawks. I grew up in the Jordan era. I went to Bulls games constantly. But you know what I loved more than anything? College sports, because of its soul. So imagine for a guy like me who made that decision as a kid, who knew how special it was. I mean, I'm almost getting emotional, how gut-wrenching this is.
Yeah. Well, at least there appears to be some sort of decision that was made that was a good one that might save some things.
Yeah.
There. So I am interested to see what the season looks like this year. I really
yeah, they're going to play 12 games.
I really
one day we'll talk about it. Yeah.
I'm not sure I've ever actually looked forward, at least not for a long time, to SEC Media Days. But I hope they talk about football while they're there. I hope they do. I hope we hear about like teams and games and stuff.
Maybe like 1% of the event will be a little bit about football, and then everything else will be nonsense.
Yeah. All right.
1%.
Listen,
Yep.
keep fighting the good fight. And
yes, sir.
Tell Coach Neuheisel we said hello.
I will. Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, we always love having you on. Appreciate you making time. Have a great show. Chris Childers, the show pony, host of Full Ride on Sirius XM, College Sports Channel 84, 747. He's brokenhearted.
Emotional.
I mean, really,
emotional.
Really, he is, and I get it. I do. It's a tough time right now for people that want what they've always loved having.
Well, he is right. I mean, we do get nostalgic for the way things used to be, and when you do see some of the things that happen right now, I mean, all you do is just shake your head. But he, I know the way he feels, the way a lot of people feel.
Got to hit a break. Back in a minute on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. You know, I love talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeickerGriffin.com.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and when it comes to a roof or remodel, let me recommend Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Here's Teamwork COO Brett Husky on what you can expect.
We're going to be there when we say we're going to be there. We're going to have really high-quality people that are going to be there that are extremely talented at what they do. You're going to get more than what you bargained for.
And Teamwork Roofing and Construction now offers financing. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Well, that's all I wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Pascal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Pascal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopascal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. PG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you win, you get to say anything you want. That's what sucks. When you don't win, the other guys get to say anything they want, and you just got to take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Heat in Tawnytown. Thoughts and prayers for Chris Childers.
He sounded really distraught there.
Who joined us. Seth and Rogers wants to know if we can have Z pronounce the new big man from Russia. Yeah, that we're talking.
What's his name, Bart?
Ilya Frolov. How do you think he'll pronounce it?
Do you think you got it right?
I think I do have it right. Yes. Oh. It's a pretty straightforward
Ilya
spelling.
Ilya Frolov.
Yeah. It might be Ilya, but I think it's Ilya. That's more Russian.
Speaking of what we were talking to Chris Childers about, I meant to ask him, but we couldn't quite get there with everything else we had going on. What happened to Colorado and the Coach Prime craze? Anybody know? Anybody know what happened there? I don't.
Kind of fizzled out.
It did.
A lot of sizzle, very little steak.
There hasn't been. There really hasn't been much there the last couple of years. Lane in Cave City. Lane, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I hope y'all's doing okay this morning.
Doing good.
Guys, so and listen, I'm not putting anyone down. Everybody's entitled to their opinion like I am. But I will have to say it did kind of strike a little chord with me this morning. And, with the gentleman, Mr. Chris, I believe was his name that y'all had on, and Bart. And now listen, I'm not a Cody Campbell fan, not standing up for him, but guys, this stuff, people like Cody Campbell has been around forever. You can go back to, I mean, I don't know very many examples, but SMU, back when they got the death penalty, the governor of the state was tied in on that. You can go to Miami in the early 2000s, and whoever that little guy was that went to prison, federal prison, for a Ponzi scheme or something.
I thought about the same
You know.
thing. You're right. We're just in a different era now, and it is so forward facing and so powerful because you've always had powerful boosters and athletic directors and others had to manage that. Now that is the billionaire tail wagging the dog, like in a way that I think is more so than it's ever been.
Well, it's the I will do what I want to do attitude taken, to the nth
And
degree.
all those guys in that room are sitting there doing what they did around that table that you mentioned, Chuck, at Texas Tech because Cody Campbell told them to. That's what it felt. That's what it felt like.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Well,
I think
wasn't in
that's
the
the whole
room. I
reason
get
they were
that.
there.
But yeah. And I think a lot of people did some things they wouldn't otherwise do if it weren't for being told by a billionaire. Championship coach Doug Case joins us next.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at mcdonaldeye.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSBank.com, member FDIC.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate for complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Oakland is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Arkansas fans know that some things are just timeless, like a spring afternoon at Baum Walker or the roar you only hear at Bud Walton. Our friends at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry believe your milestone should be just as enduring as the Razorback spirit. They've spent over 35 years helping fans celebrate their big moments right here in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're marking a graduation, an anniversary,
You and Bart are going to be rolling around in the home.
Okay.
No, let's not get carried away.
Well, that's a great topic.
You're putting a few
That
too
is
many
a
years on me here.
Well, hold on, though. That's a great topic. You in a assisted living home. And you holding court and you being pissed off at people. That's a great topic.
Bart's
What does
gonna have an
Bart
illegal
look like
pudding
at
racket,
86? What does an 86-year-old Bart look like in an assisted living home where he's in there holding court and telling people that he's going to run the place? He's going to run the place. And then, he's going to maybe get thrown out. Do people get thrown out of assisted living?
They do.
places?
They do. There are many, and I'm one of them. You've been through this with your parents, and I went through it with both my parents. You see some of the most incredible things, some of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life. And all you can do is laugh when you get in that situation. And I suspect Bart will provide a few of those moments when the time comes, and I hope I do too.
I can see it. Can you see it, Bart?
No, not right now.
Come on. That's way too far out for Bart. Bart should not think about that.
Well, yeah. I'm just talking about you and dealing with people. And get out of my room.
Well, I mean, look, nobody wants to be invaded.
There will always be
the good part is you can say those things at that age and completely get away with it. I mean, completely get away with it.
Can you imagine Bart having a podcast in 86 and completely saying whatever
the whole
he
world's
wants?
going to hell in a handbasket.
Whatever he wants to say. Totally, kind of like the show, but you just another level.
Yeah.
Just on another level. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
We just had a moment here, Chuck. Edward was enjoying his cup of coffee. We went to break. He looked up and realized that his red mug, which is very similar to yours, was sitting over where he normally sits. He was sitting where you sit. And he said, "Oh my God, I've just drank an entire cup of coffee out of Chuck's old grinder."
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Edward, whatever's in your body's been killed. It's a whole new start for you today.
Coming to you live from the Warfield Distillery Studios in the heart of Hog Country. This is the Chuck and Bo Show.
I mean, you're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheeks, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Everybody wants to give me nothing but win.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Well, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, and today we're going to talk to the man of the week, Doug Case, first year as the track coach at Arkansas after 17 years.
He's making
as
it
an
look
assistant
easy
there.
is what he's doing.
I mean, mercy sakes. Indoor and outdoor conference championship, indoor and outdoor national championship. Coach, we all just want to know, what's it feel like to be a winner?
Congratulations.
Wow, I mean, it's been a great season, a great year. Couldn't be more excited for Razorback Nation. It's been awesome, man. Really excited about it.
You know,
when you take over any job, you obviously want to do well, and we all know the tradition that track has had here. But to be able to come out of the gate like this, I'm sure that you had a lot of confidence in your ability in the program and all that. But I also just wonder, what it's like. You're taking on that responsibility, and then to win with the conference and the national championships, indoor and outdoor. I mean, can you give us some perspective of what this year's been like for you?
To me, winning is about preparation, and it's about commitment, and it's about confidence and things like that. And I think from after we got done with our recruiting season, through the summer, I really felt confident that we had a great team. We had a great group of guys. We had a great group of coaches, our staff. Everyone was kind of gelling, and it was just going to be, I could tell it was going to be a great season. So, overall, I think when you do the right things and you prepare correctly, you can have a great outcome. And that's kind of what we did this year. That's what I felt like, the accumulation of everything. We won a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Doug, putting your stamp on the program as the head coach, obviously very familiar with the program, but being the head coach and putting your stamp on it, walk us through that, and how you were able to do that, and what your objective was there.
A lot of it was, and I've said this a couple times, you've got something good going. You don't want to break it. You want to keep it where it is or elevate it. But, mainly I didn't come in here and try and overhaul anything. Honestly, it was more stay on track, stay on line with the things we've been doing, keeping our team in the same perspective, keeping the same type of athletes on our team, and then, hiring a great staff to come in here and just keep it at the level it was at or elevate it. That was the real goal of this thing. And it's like you guys said, we've been good for a long time. It's been 40-some years of great track and field here at the University of Arkansas. So it's kind of more of a maintenance program, honestly.
When you go so long, you're having won as many national championships in this program, now I guess we're at 53, but when you go so long without an outdoor title, what was the difference this year in getting the first NCAA outdoor title since 2003?
That is a hard event to win. That outdoor national championship, if you really look at how it sets up, you're competing against the entire nation all in one track meet, because everyone is prepared all season to qualify for that thing. We go through qualifying rounds, and by the time you get there, you've got the elite of the elite at that track meet. So it's a very difficult meet to win, and we did it with depth and overall a nice, well-rounded team, a well-rounded program, and we scored in 100 all the way to the 10K, and some field events and stuff. And so we just had a real deep team. We had a solid team. We had, going into the final day, we had 10 scoring opportunities, which is amazing for us. It's amazing for any team. And we just kept plugging away. Things didn't go perfect throughout the day, but we overcame it. I think our overall depth really helped us be national champs outdoors.
When you've got that kind of depth, take us inside putting together a roster for an outdoor track and field national champion, because you need points from a lot of places, and depth is the difference. How do you put that roster together?
Well, I think, the outdoor meet relies heavily upon sprints, because you've got 100, 200, 400, the 110 hurdles, the 400 hurdles, even the 800s become a sprint really, and then you've got 2 sprint relays where you have a 4x1 and the 4x4. So, I really tried hard to prepare our team to have not only 1 to 2 great athletes in those events, but then you have to have some depth in that 100, 200, and in the 400, because you got to run relays there. So you need 4 good guys in the 100 and 4 good guys in the 400 so that you can score in those 2 relays. And it's tough. I mean, the performances this year were just out of this world. And overall, I really just tried to have some depth in those areas. And not only that, just create an environment where we had, multiple athletes in multiple events. And I say it like it's easy, but it's not easy. It's a very difficult task, and I think, again, our staff, we did a great job recruiting, and we did a great job of coaching these guys and preparing them for the final round there at the NCAAs.
We talk a lot about how the NIL era has changed recruiting in football, basketball, and some of the others. What's it changed in the track and field world in terms of recruiting? How do you close the deal now?
Yeah, it's different. There's a lot of different factions out there, a lot of things going on. You're dealing with a lot of agents and stuff. You used to probably deal more with parents and kids, and now you're dealing with all kinds of things. The portal is interesting because you can turn your team over in 2 years if you want to, and there's we're out there recruiting another 15, 20 guys this year probably, and you get some older guys who come in with, some of them might come in with injuries you didn't know about and things like that. So there's some unexpected stuff you got to deal with when you get these guys in here. But really overall, we do a great job on the portal. We recruit the portal heavily, and I think, we've done a really good job this year in particular, and we do it all the time. But I felt like getting these guys in here who were new, they bought into our program, they understood what Arkansas track and field meant, and we recruit like that too. We're talking to them about, hey man, this place is different. We're trying to win national titles here, and I think that when you get a group that came in and kind of everyone committed to that this year, it was an interesting season, an interesting year from that standpoint that I just felt like we were all on the same page, from the athletes through the coaches, through the staff, our strength staff, our training staff. Everybody was on the same page, and when that happens, you can have some pretty good outcomes.
Coach, when an athletic department's dependent on football as a revenue-producing sport, and many athletic departments also has basketball that can produce some revenue, and you're in the track program, do you have to fight for like your position in the athletic department because of the pot of money that is required now to compete in college athletics? Can you give us a perspective of having a championship program and trying to protect it in a world where you're all on the same team in the athletic department, but everybody's also having to fight for a budget?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. It's occurred here in the last couple of years with obviously all programs and all sports and all schools, and we're just trying to do our part. Honestly, we all need more money. I think that's kind of where we are with everything, and we're fighting out there, for everything we can get. And I know our program's not funded like many other track and field programs throughout the country. So we have to do a better job of recruiting. We have to do just a better job of coaching, and we hope that in the future that things will loosen up, or there'll be some type of rules that come into play that kind of, I think in general help the Olympic sports. And there's a lot of talk and discussion about that right now, I know, and it's something that in my opinion, it needs to happen. And we all love football and basketball and all that here. It's nothing against those guys ever. I think they're doing a great job. It's just a matter of, for us to survive, or something's probably going to have to change, honestly.
What do you think may need to change for the Olympic sports, for them to survive, for them to thrive, for them to do as well as they've done?
Yeah. I don't have any of those answers. I just feel like there's, at some point, you look at even professional sports have salary caps and things, and at some point, I think there's going to have to be something decided throughout the NCAA, or some kind of limit on things where we can control our situation a little bit. I feel like there's maybe no control right now, honestly, on things in the NCAA. So I don't know enough about it to have the answers to it. I just know that, overall, I think if you look at track and field and you look at swimming and diving, I'm just throwing sports out there, but I think that everybody's in a little bit of jeopardy right now, and it's all financial stuff, but I'm confident that our administration can work through it and get it right and get us where we need to be.
All right, Coach, we'll get you out of here with this. We all, again, I started the conversation with what's it feel like to be a winner? We all want to know, what we don't all get to experience. When you get that hardware, when you reach the mountaintop, when you fly back from Eugene, what do you do to celebrate?
We do. We start recruiting. We have recruits on campus yesterday, and we're already doing it. So
Get ready to do it again.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. You start over. We've really no rest. We have a coach that flew to Kenya right now, and we've got recruits on campus, and we're full going at recruiting right this moment. So no rest, man. We're right back at it, trying to win another one.
Have you had any time to play the guitar? You playing any tunes? Do you calm yourself down?
You know what? Haven't touched it since I've been home, but I need to do that tonight. I need to chill a little bit and just sit down and play some guitar. That'll relax me a little bit.
If you want to hear Doug Case play the guitar, you can check out his episode of the Hog Pod. He played at a bar when he was 12 years old.
I did.
He's a musician. He has a whole other career as a musician that he's put on hold.
That's an interesting life.
To be the track coach.
Yeah, that's an interesting life.
Are there any similarities between being a musician and coaching track?
Man, not me. Well, maybe the late nights. That might be about it.
There you go.
There's no smoky bars in track and field or anything like that.
No, not much of that going on.
He's Doug Case. He's just won the outdoor. Him and his team, his staff, won the outdoor NCAA title in Eugene, Oregon. They won the indoor before that. They both won the conference championships in those events as well. So, Coach, all we know to do is play the fight song for him.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Go
you,
Hawks.
Doug. Thanks, Coach. Have a great day. Congratulations. There it is. Doug Case, everybody.
He deferred credit by saying basically this was just maintenance, but there's a lot more to it than that. You don't just show up. There are a lot of coaches who followed great coaches who've screwed it up royally. So it's not just a matter of walking in and saying, all right, just keep doing what you're doing.
And he did it with a bang.
Yes.
That's the
bang, bang.
Right, right there. We thank him. Congratulations to Doug Case for coming on, or for winning and coming on the show. We're coming to you from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery. Their spirits are made with 100% local Idaho-grown barley and quality ingredients sourced close to home. We got a bottle right here in the studio, a couple of them. We haven't opened.
Oh, we got more than a couple.
We've got a whole case of them. Warfield combines traditional old world distilling techniques and modern innovation to create distinctive flavors. Their use of Scottish copper pot stills helps produce complex, high-quality spirits. The unique mountain climate of Idaho contributes to the character and the quality of every bottle. And Warfield offers a lineup that includes American single malt whiskey, organic vodka, organic gin, and barrel-aged gin. And if you want to find some in a store near you, just log on to drinkwarfield.com, enter your zip code. You go to the website, just scroll down, there'll be a place for your zip code, and it'll show you where you can get Warfield near you. Warfield Distillery. The Chuck and Bo Show continues. It's 8:17. Good morning.
You cold-blooded, man. You cold-blooded.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate for complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available in select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises. Just Pasco quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopasco.com to schedule. Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we were going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Hey, it's Bo, and what if home meant waking up to bent grass fairways, mountain views, and a community that actually feels like one? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, Arkansas has just released brand new home sites right on the golf course. The first new construction in 20 years. These are premium properties in a safe, welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks at a price that might surprise you. Go big and go home. Visit BigCreekGolf.com today. That's BigCreekGolf.com.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Is that an exposure of character flaw on my part?
I don't know about flaw. I mean, it exposes your character, but I don't know that I would say it's a flaw necessarily.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, we got a short segment here. I got to circle back to something. This back in the 6 o'clock hour, you were explaining this Brendan Sorsby thing. And I know Tom Marr sent out a tweet yesterday about how the Big 12 lawyers basically outmaneuvered the Texas Tech lawyers, or Brendan Sorsby's lawyers, and that's the reason ultimately he decided late yesterday, I'm going to enter the supplemental draft. What was the deal there? I was confused on that as you were reading that.
Texas Attorney General, the Big 12 was meeting on whether they were going to do anything to Texas Tech.
Right.
Would there be sanctions
Right.
if Sorsby actually made it on the field? Would there be sanctions for Sorsby or Texas Tech? Because the feeling was that ruling didn't apply to them, the one that made them eligible through the NCAA. The conference has its own rules they can create. And the Texas Attorney General said, well, if there's any sanctions from the Big 12, then there are going to be ramifications for the Big 12. If they punish Texas Tech.
He said that like a preemptive strike.
Yeah, like we'll sue them. Well, once they did that, it opened the door for the Big 12 to create their own protection. And so they filed a protection in a federal court with a big-time law firm. And then I don't know what was all in the paperwork, but Tom Marr said it's one of the most creative legal maneuvers he's ever seen.
So they outflanked him legally.
Yep.
And by the end of the day, they were backed into a corner, and Sorsby felt like legally
his only course of action was to declare for the
And
supplemental
I think
draft.
Texas Tech, Bart, realized they were cooked. Right?
Yeah.
Like there was nowhere to go.
Yeah. Texas Tech, they overplayed their hand. The Texas Attorney General.
Is he the one that blew it?
I mean, look, Texas. At the end of the day,
is it Ken Paxton?
Yeah, Ken Paxton. Yeah. At the end of the day, Cody Campbell's the one who blew it.
Okay.
Like at the end of the day, if
All right.
we're being honest, it all goes back to
But
him.
he gives a lot of money to this guy, right?
Yes, the Texas Attorney General is the one from a legal sense
Okay.
who blew it
I got you.
for Texas Tech. And that opened up the door for the Big 12 to file suit, for the NCAA to
Meaning
appeal.
at that point, it wasn't like the Big 12 was getting out ahead of it. They were just responding.
Right.
So instead of them looking like they're coming after you, like, whoa, you claimed
You
this.
threatened us,
Right,
so we've
we
got to
gotta
protect
ourselves.
ourselves
That's
in
right.
court.
That's
If he hadn't said that, there would have been nothing to protect
Then
themselves
it might have just
from.
kept going
I
down the
got
road.
you.
But
I
it
got
gave them
you.
a chance
I
to
got
like
you.
say, oh, we got to act. Like everybody went from kind of sitting around like, okay, what are we
And-
going to do? Oh, we got to do something.
And in his ruling granting the preliminary injunction to Sorsby, he opened the door for an argument for the Big 12 to basically just shut it all down. Like the Big 12 was not going to lose. They held the cards. They had the winning hand.
So
because of the language in that injunction.
So the kid keeps the money. Texas Tech says they're going to continue to fulfill their obligation, like $5 million. And he goes to the supplemental draft. How's Texas Tech winning in all this? I know they're strutting around acting like winners, but
the only way I can see any win is if you're considering going to Texas Tech and somebody else is recruiting against Texas Tech, and they're telling you, you might not want to go there. Not everybody gets paid. Well, that's not true. Even the guy they brought in got paid that couldn't get on the field. They paid him anyhow. But other than that, I think Texas Tech has done a whole bunch of this, creating a big character question mark for themselves, et cetera, and it ended up being for nothing.
They're not going to win as many ball games because they don't know who their starting quarterback's going to be, or if they do, he's probably not as good as Brendan Source. What happens if Texas Tech? This is what I'm driving at. What happens if Texas Tech's not nearly as good this year as they were last year?
Games.
What if they go 6-6 or 7-5, and nobody gives a rip what Cody Campbell thinks about anything? About the weather.
That's the dream.
Nobody even cares about him at all. See, if I'm a Texas Tech fan, once I get over all this, the whole world's against us and we don't care what the outside world says about us, we're going to do it our way. Once you get past all that, what's your season going to be like? Because that's going to determine how long this lasts. If Texas Tech, the minute they come back down to earth, and it may be this fall, it may not be, but when they come back down to earth, Cody Campbell is just going to be another big, overweight rube from West Texas with a bunch of money, and nobody cares what he's got to say. And we all know that's true. We all know that's true. The only thing that makes him viable right now is the billions of dollars and the winning football team. Nobody's going to care if he's a billionaire if that team goes 6-6. And so I'm just wondering where the win is for Texas Tech in all this.
There's been a whole lot of bravado coming out of Texas Tech. And it's like they've kind of bought and talked their way to a position. And I think we've seen a lot of cases in sports where that doesn't work. When you force things, sometimes it does.
Yeah.
But we often see where it doesn't work. This is the reason I brought up, and I think LSU will be very good in football. I think Will Wade will win in basketball. But when I look at the way LSU went about putting the things together in their athletic department and the whole Kiffin debacle and all the things that come with Lane Kiffin, and I like Lane Kiffin, but everything that comes with him, I just wonder, is this thing really going to result in a national championship or even playing for a national championship, or how deep do they ever even make it into the college football playoff? Because you can't make it happen. And the more that you kind of go around what we would all say is, and I know this is subjective, but the normal way of handling things, and when you go around it and you do all these things, like Will Wade's another one, like a lot of times it doesn't work. It just, you get to a certain point, and it's like a house of cards. And it kind of feels like Texas Tech's a house of cards.
Oh, there's no question they are. There's no question they're a house of cards.
Not kind of?
No, there's not any kind of to it. They are a house of cards. And well, because right now, just to be perfectly honest, and this is the sad thing about college football, I don't know how you become a player. If you're not a player right now, I don't know how you become one unless you kind of do what they've done. You talk big, throw a bunch of money at it, and all of a sudden attract attention. Questions, can you make it last? You brought Dion up a while ago. There's an example of not being able to make it last. How many of these programs like Colorado, Texas Tech, how many of them are flashes in the pan? Do any of them actually stick? Does Indiana stick? 5 years from now, are we going to still be talking about Kurt Cignetti the way we're talking about him now? I don't know. We may be. They got a better chance than I think Texas Tech or some of the others.
Yeah, at least the guy that is the focal point or the rock at Indiana is the head coach.
Yeah.
And you kind of believe in that. But even he will have to navigate things now as a champion that he was not navigating before. Oh, here we go. Brian and Ozark.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
I just wanted to chime in, about Texas Tech and Campbell. I think the wheels are already starting to fall off because they've already lost 5 athletes in the last 2 weeks. Of course, they've all committed to Texas. 2 of their girls from their softball team that would have been starters this year are now playing for Texas. Starting shortstop from Texas Tech is now at Texas, and their number 1 recruit defensive lineman was at Texas this past week. And their edge, which is he's got to commit to Texas. They've already committed that, but Texas Tech is done.
Brian actually raises a very interesting point here. I don't know if he realizes he's doing it or not, but he is. Texas will take care of this. They'll police their own down there. Seriously. University of Texas, Texas A&M, they'll take care of Texas Tech. The rest of the country doesn't have to do it. They'll do it for them.
There you go.
There you go.
But you guys have a great day.
You too. Have a great
Brian.
day, Brian. Have a great Razorback.
Have a great
Tuesday.
Razorback Tuesday.
That's like 2 calls in a row.
Just a normal person.
Has he been recently medicated?
I think they've changed his medication.
I think so.
I think that's fair. I think that's a good call.
That was
Brian.
lovely.
Good call.
Yeah.
Did you hear
Have a good day too, Brian.
Sark was on a podcast.
Yeah.
Do you see this right here?
The way these injunctions are going, Pat Mahomes might be playing quarterback for Texas Tech again before Joey's done.
Wouldn't that be something?
There was more to that conversation, and
that's all
he
we
just
needed.
kind of
King of the one-liners, Sark.
Yeah, that's nothing like a good old fight in Texas.
That's right.
You
Hey,
know?
but seriously,
They will. You're absolutely
they'll take
right.
care of that. The University of Texas will take care of Texas Tech.
They are like the little brother that's just screaming and kicking.
I'm not even sure they're
Yeah.
legitimate.
Yeah.
I mean,
8:31. Gotta get adjusted.
I had to adjust yesterday.
Do you like adjusting?
Not particularly, no.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Parts.
Oakland is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oakland Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What has the impact been? I mean, we could talk about, I know you wanted to win more games and how
hard you guys fought in that game against Nebraska and how much it probably took out of you. We could go with all that. But what has it been like in the aftermath here since you've gotten home? You're talking to people, I'm sure, about next year and all that. What do you think the impact was of getting to go to the College World Series for the first year on this continuous journey you've got the Arkansas softball program on?
Well, I think we're still feeling the impact. I think it's been incredible to see the reach. Obviously, we were the most viewed opening day game in World Series history. So there's so many people that got to see our fight and all of that. But, I think, we'll be in a lot of recruiting conversations starting next week. And I think that we're going to really feel that impact because that was the only thing you couldn't check with our program. It's a place where you're going to be loved, you're going to be pushed, you're going to be developed, you're going to play elite softball, you're going to win a lot of games. And there was they haven't been to the series. And now we've checked that and we know how to get there, and experiencing getting there is so valuable. And so, I think it's been amazing to feel and see, and my phone is still going of just the outpouring of support and encouragement for our program, how we do things, what we did, the amazing year we had, but how we do things is really refreshing to a lot of people. And for me, it's great to hear that, but I know that, so so it's been fun. It's been overwhelming, just the amount of just communication, text message, calls, all of it. And then I'm hoping we can continue to feel that impact as we need momentum as we go into the portal and all those things.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Never miss a moment of the show thanks to the Chuck and Bo Show on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. Like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
This is a win. I mean, look, they're celebrating down the line. It's over. It is a win in every possible way for Cape Verde in their first ever World Cup game. A 0-0 draw with the European champion.
What the hell? How does that happen? How is a 0-0 draw a definite win?
I don't love the call there. I think it's a bad
It's a little misleading. It's a little misleading.
Let's hear it one more time. Let's hear it one
Bang,
more
off
time,
the rim.
because it's so good. The lead up until the 0-0 is fantastic.
I mean, look, they're celebrating down the line. It's over. It is a win in every possible way for Cape Verde in their first ever World Cup game. A 0-0 draw.
Yes! We're number one. All right, explain.
They
Bob.
called it a win
Yeah.
in every possible
every way possible.
That's a little much. I will say this.
Awesome.
That is about as astonishing a result as you will ever see in sports. Cape Verde is a very small country. It has fewer people than Northwest Arkansas. This is their first ever World Cup, and they're going up against the pre-tournament favorites, Spain. Or one of the pre-tournament favorites. There is a chasm between them in the world rankings, right? And they held them to a scoreless draw. And so, like, it's truly a stunning result in the soccer world. It is not a win. A win is a win.
It felt like a win. It felt like a win.
Yeah,
I get it.
He made it sound like
a
it.
point.
He made it sound like a win.
They got a point, you know. So they have a point. They are on the board in the standings. But true. I mean, this is like a 16 seed. It had. I saw somebody say a draw in this match had the same odds as when ORU beat a 2. I can't remember which 2 seed they beat. Was it Georgetown? But it had the same odds as ORU winning that game. So that kind of a comparison there. Cape Verde getting a draw was as shocking as a 15 seed beating a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament.
Well,
Thank you for bringing it into terms. we can
Yeah, I was
understand.
going to say, thank you for making it understandable. But that was that's a good call.
How about that?
That was good.
A
That was
win
good.
and a draw.
Yeah. Hey, can I talk to you about Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, for a minute?
That's a win.
That is a win.
No
I
draw.
mean, if you're selling, if you're buying, that's a win. You win every time. They're undefeated. The thing about the real estate game that I've discovered from watching from afar is that some people really know their stuff and some people don't. And you better deal with a trained professional because it's probably going to be the most money you've ever spent in your life. And you want somebody who understands what both sides of the table are like, buying and selling, because you're probably going to be on both sides of that table at some point during your life. My relationship with Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, really has been a lifetime one. Buying a home, selling a home, buying another home. Bo's been through this. Everybody that I recommend them to comes away with the same feeling when it's done. Man, I dealt with pros, and this worked out better than I thought it was going to work out. That's what they do. It's what they've been doing since 1978. They're in Washington and Benton counties. They're in Fort Smith. They're in Branson. And you can log on to WeichertGriffin.com.
You told us about that match yesterday, Bart. You did.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give you credit. And you talked about how that was going to happen, that they were going to hold them to a.
Well, no, I did not. But
I thought you said it was going to be a good match, a surprisingly good match.
maybe I said that.
Could be a
I don't-
draw.
I think
Could be
you
a
said
draw.
it's going to be a draw, and it's going to feel like a win.
I don't think I said that.
No?
I appreciate you trying to give me credit for that. I did mention it. I can say that.
I did remember that.
There are a couple of matches today that I think. Will
When do we
be really
play?
good.
Yeah, when do we play again?
Friday.
When do the Razorbacks play?
Friday.
Is it on Fox?
It is on Fox.
What time?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock Friday.
So it's not tomorrow, it's Friday.
Friday on Fox at 2.
Yeah. Against Australia.
Our goal is to make this drop time. I don't know what it is. What do they call the beginning of the match?
Kickoff.
Kickoff. They call it a kickoff.
Yeah.
Kickoff's
'Cause you
at
kick
2 o'clock.
off, yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
kick it off.
You don't,
Yeah,
you
kick.
don't really kick off, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, you do. You kick the ball off.
you pass it to a teammate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
Pass
actually
off.
throw it, and then you
Yeah.
kick it, right?
No, they kick
there's
it.
no throwing.
Don't you like?
That's from out of bounds.
Oh, yeah. All right. Sorry. I don't know. I don't.
I know.
I don't think I've ever seen the
You
start
can
of
talk
one.
about a couple of soccer idiots, man.
Oh, yes.
Me and you, absolute
Oh,
morons.
Yes, yes.
Hey, it looks like the Razorback baseball team got another commitment. By the way, just now. Kansas State transfer infielder AJ Avasco has committed to Arkansas, according to On3. He hit .348 with 8 homers this year for the Wildcats.
Good for them.
That's
Good
like
for
making
him.
a trade. Landon Schaefer committed to Kansas State. I mean, some of this
Swap
is like
them one,
it's,
yeah.
it's just like they're like it's almost like trades. Okay. Well, I mean, this is going to continue to happen daily. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is leaving Arkansas. I did see that of the 330 players that are in the Major League Baseball Amateur Draft Combine, 7 of them are from this year's past team. And they only invite, I don't know why they're 330, because they only invite the top 300, according to the MLB draft. And then there's a couple more that have signed to play here that are in that combine.
I didn't even know they had an MLB combine a couple of years ago.
Yeah. The draft has changed quite a bit.
It has.
The MLB draft.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as long.
No,
as
it used to went on. I mean, if somebody wanted to draft someone, they'd have another round.
Yeah.
I mean, they really would.
Yeah.
That's how guys like Piazza go in the 60th round. Yeah, there is no 60th round now.
Yeah, that's a whole different experience there. But what's interesting, again, to me, when I keep watching, Oklahoma at the World Series, is just like, you beat those guys. And they got hot.
Well, and
they're hot.
yeah.
They're rolling. And it's who gets hot at the end.
I wouldn't bet against them.
Same thing with Troy.
Bet against them.
As you mentioned earlier, Troy's got 32 losses now?
31.
31?
Hey, when I watch them, I don't know whether to be mad or root for them. Like it's like, I like the idea of mid-majors making it all the way to the big tournament, whether it's baseball or basketball. But then when they get there, I always feel like they took somebody else's spot.
Yeah.
Somebody that was more legit for 4 months out of the season than these guys were. But yet, that's the magic of the postseason.
Getting to Omaha is hard.
Oh, it's really hard.
It's really. I don't think we
draw is a
appreciate it
big
as
part
much.
of it. Draw is a big part
the way
of
the
it.
bracket
The
comes
way
out.
it's bracketed. I think it's the biggest crapshoot. It's a much bigger crapshoot in terms of draw and the bracket than basketball is. And I'm not criticizing the selection committee. I just think it's more of a crapshoot.
Chuck was talking about buying or selling a home with Weichert. Have you thought about relocating, going to a place where you can build a home, right on a golf course? Big Creek Golf and Country Club in Mountain Home, wonderful place to live, with premium properties and a welcoming community surrounded by the natural beauty of the Ozarks. The first new construction happening right now there in 20 years. Home sites are for sale at a price that might surprise you. You can go big and go home at the Big Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit bigcreekgolf.com today for more on these home sites. bigcreekgolf.com. That's where you can find it. 8:46. It's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of week left. We got a lot of week left, guys.
I'm just hanging on for the World Cup
I
game.
know. I'm
Friday.
the same way.
God dang, let's get here.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Can I say this without offending anybody? Probably not.
No, let's find out.
We've taken inclusion too far.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
I love talking about Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, and Bo's latest selling experience is a perfect example of why. Within 5 minutes of listing his home, Bo had a showing, and just 2 days later, he had an offer. And just like my own experience with them, they took care of everything from start to finish. That's what you get when you work with a trained real estate professional. Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, has been turning houses into homes since 1978, serving Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and Branson. For more information, log on to WeichertGriffin.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
Flight by Yuengling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you? Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, I mean, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodle, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
The swearing has really taken over the vocabulary, right? It's lazy, you know.
Well, when you don't know what else to say, you throw that out there. At least that's been my approach.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Anybody know what happened 1 year ago today? 1 year ago today.
I know.
877-377-6963. You got 20 seconds. What happened 1 year ago today?
15.
In Omaha. What happened?
10 seconds.
I know the answer, so I'm.
I know.
I mean, you're knowing it's a bit of 5 seconds.
Here.
4, 3.
What happened?
What happened, Bart?
3.
Gage Wood.
2.
19
1 out
strikeouts.
away from something that's much bigger than a win in Omaha. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging. Gage Wood no hits him, and the Hogs win it 3-0. The greatest game ever pitched at the University of Arkansas here in downtown Omaha. Gage Wood throws a no-hitter and completes the game with 19 strikeouts, his last 5. They're coming out to mob Gage Wood, who pitched the game of his life.
Gosh, that was just a year ago today?
Yes. That's unreal. I mean,
it seems like years ago.
I think he's doing pretty well. I don't keep up with it
He's
every time he
AA,
pitches,
isn't he?
but he's having a good summer.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up.
Gosh, yeah, it was fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about a competitor.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Dude, just absolutely. The stage wasn't too big. The moment wasn't too big.
3.35 ERA, 59 strikeouts in 40 innings.
Is he starting?
Yeah.
Good for him.
What, is he in? He is in Double A.
He's in
or high single A.
Probably high A.
No, he's in Double A
Is
now.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good for him.
Yep.
Phillies.
He's made
organization?
4 starts in Double A. Started the year.
Okay,
at
started
Single A.
the year in Single A.
Has
and
made
he's been
4
promoted.
starts in
good.
Double A.
Hey, guys.
3.21 ERA at the Double A.
Phillies?
Yeah, Phillies.
Guys jump from Double A to the big leagues all the time. Starting pitchers do, particularly, and that's why I wondered if he was starting. Sometimes you get a team like they got a doubleheader, a makeup game. They got a busy week, and they need an extra starting pitcher. A lot of times that guy will come up from Double A.
Especially
and it may not
depending-
be the best pitcher on the roster either. It may just be a guy.
Especially depending on like where the affiliate is
That's
and
exactly
where
right.
they're playing.
That's
it
right.
might be easier to get a guy from Double A than from Triple A.
If he's at Double A ball, he's a stone's throw away now.
Yeah, and the Double A affiliate is in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Good for him.
Where is it?
Reading.
I went there. I went to a Reading Phillies game as a kid.
Wow.
The Reading Fighting Phils.
It's all coming back again.
Oh, yeah,
now,
it's
isn't
all
it?
coming.
Yeah.
Wow, what a world. I sat in the stands that Gage Wood is now throwing.
Their logo's like that Phillies, that P logo, and,
Yeah.
then they have that kind of little, little squiggly line to turn it into an R for Reading.
Mm-hmm.
Clever.
Yep. There's some great minor league places out there.
yeah, there are.
That's one of them. Hey, we'll try and do it again tomorrow.
Sure.
Big show coming up
6?
next.
What do you
right
think,
here.
6
Big
o'clock?
show. Big show. We'll be back here at 6:02 tomorrow. YouTube and wherever you get podcasts.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day.